Very sort of fundamental question is, can someone train one's own language model in the context of text, for example, like ChatGPT or Google Gemini? Can it be trained on existing material without permission? Is there a so-called argument for fair use, like an exception allowing you to do this without permission? So that's a key question that's being litigated in cases in different jurisdictions in the US, in the UK, in Germany and elsewhere, and at the moment it's quite open. Dealing with it on an international level would be ideal. Domestic rights are the ones which actually are relied on in domestic litigation and practice, so there is no international copyright per se, and if you don't have a common position, it's very difficult to find an international consensus, and that of course makes it difficult to argue for some sort of a globally harmonized solution. I mean, at least in my experience, when it comes to IP, there needs to be a degree of flexibility for a particular domestic context to find the best and most optimal solution. If there is one, in my view, common trend which I find somewhat worrying, is the very increasing and ever continuously increasing power of major intermediaries platforms. The mechanisms which these platforms employ essentially are the ones which decide what is available on YouTube in terms of potential hate speech content or in terms of allegedly copyright infringing content. And these actors, of course, are eventually for-profit oriented organizations. You can't expect these corporations essentially to operate for the public good. They might occasionally act in a way which promotes the public good, but in principle, they'll be primarily interested to maximize profit, right? That's what the private law regimes we have in a capitalist economy do, right?